Hello everyone, this is Kyra with my Porch Prints tutorials. Today we are back again with another Christmas daily page decorating tutorial, and today's video is going to be pretty quick and simple. We are doing the In My Mug page today, and it only requires a few kits and materials, so should be pretty easy for anyone who might be a beginner to crafting or just looking for a simple way to fill one of the pages in for their Christmas daily journal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started by grabbing a small paper lace doily and gluing that down to the center of our page. Just using a brush to smooth the glue out a little bit. And then setting that aside to dry, we're going to go ahead and take one of the pretty papers from our Christmas Traditions kit. And then taking a candle, we're just going to use this as a stencil, tracing around it to create a circle. And cutting that out. Then we're going to grab a piece of brown craft paper, and we're going to find something that is slightly smaller than our original stencil, so I'm going to be using a like little jar that I have and tracing a slightly smaller brown circle. And this is going to be sort of the inside of the mug. So taking a bit of distress ink, I'm just going to go ahead and distress around the brown circle, sort of giving it some depth. Just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and tape these down just on top of the doily like this. Next, I'm going to take some red Christmas words, and I'm going to go ahead and round these off, just kind of cutting around them, giving them a softer edge, sort of. The idea is kind of like they're marshmallows floating in the cup, so that's why I'm doing that. And once those are done, I'm going to set those aside and grab that distress ink again and distress around them, adding a little bit of depth to the little word marshmallows. And just taking some clear gel tacky glue and gluing those down. Bringing out that distress ink again, we're going to be distressing this little handle I made, and I just cut out like a basic arched handle shape from that same paper that we made the mug out of. Distressing the inside and the outside, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the back and tuck it in slightly sort of under that lace piece. Just like this, and press it down. There we go, that's the handle for our mug done. Alright, next I'm taking this little ephemera card, like envelope piece, and another one of those pretty papers, and just tracing out the shape of our ephemera piece. Setting that aside, I'm going to grab this other small fussy cut envelope and just glue that down in the corner. And then taking that piece that we traced, we're going to cut it out and glue it to the back so that the back of this piece isn't so, plain. Grabbing our distress ink again, just distressing this edge. help everything look a little more cohesive. And then I have a scrap piece from that brown craft paper that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be folding it in half over the edge of our little card. And cutting off any extra. And we're going to use this to make sort of a hinge that we will attach later. But next I'm grabbing my number for the day and using that brown craft paper again, just gluing it down and cutting a slight border around it, like this. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the back of the card, making sure that it's not going to get covered by the side that has the sort of brown edge, the hinge that we'll be using. And I decided to go ahead and add a large piece of cheesecloth and just sort of gluing it on the back here. And then taking a couple of small fussy cut pieces and just gluing those down next to the star. And now we can go ahead and attach that paper hinge. So just taking a little bit of glue on the one side. We're going to glue that down to the cover of the card, just like this. Making sure it's good and stuck. And then adding some glue to the very back of the hinge and gluing it down to our page. There you go, pressing it down, and now you should have a fold-out piece. Alright, so that is the In My Mug page done. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!